All right, time for another ad style that we're going to do. This one is called PPE Photo Post Campaign. Now, different ways to do it, but really we're going to upload the photo, paste in our ad copy. That's essentially it. So I've already prepared the ad copy here. This is kind of my practice, my daily practice. I have all this ready to rock before I ever go into the ad manager. I want to create my ads in a very copy paste mechanical way. I don't want to be thinking about each line of copy. I want to get that all done beforehand. So we really need to do a PPE photo post, two things, the photo and our ad copy. So let's go take a look. This is the t-shirt we're going to use for an example, and this is a t-shirt that benefits the Tesla Museum to get it completed. And we're just going to use it as our main example through this process. So here you are in the ad manager, and all you do is go up here to click create ad. There'll be an interface that pops up and you can select the campaign style. This one we're doing PPE photo post. Now here's a discussion. I have this kind of dummy page up called I Love Arkansas, and we're going to make a Tesla Museum post on it. I highly suggest that your pages are congruent with your ads. So if you're doing Pitbull ads, you should have an I Love Pitbull page. If you're doing Second Amendment rights, then your page should be called Second Amendment rights or I love or support or whatever that is. I see a lot of people make a mistake. It's not lazy. I know what they're trying to do, but maybe they'll make a page called My Great T-shirts or something like that. And then they'll post Pitbull shirts to that page and gun shirts to that page, and it's just kind of all over the map. They'll do a volleyball mom on the same page, and that page, the people that end up liking it are really all different types of people. So in the future, you want to be able to target your pages, and there's some serious advantages to just targeting the people on your pages. So I highly suggest, even though it takes a little bit more time, that you make a congruent Facebook page that goes with your ad. So this one is not congruent because it should say I love the Tesla Museum or something like that, but you'll get the idea. This is really about just making a PPE photo post. So right here we need to make a page post. We'll click that, pop it up, and we're going to need to add a photo. So I'm going to click right here and pause for a second, pull the photo up. Here we go, it's pulling up, and then if you remember, I have my copy right here. Actually, I want to call this one PP, which will stand for page post or photo post or PPE photo, whatever you want to think of it as. This other one that we're going to do in just a second is a PPE link post, so I have the PL for PPE link. But the idea is to get right here, copy this, paste it. This is really the copy that I'm going to go with, and click post. Simple as that. So Facebook right now at this second is posting that to the page I Love Arkansas. After it pulls up, click continue, and then we'll get our targeting options that we can choose between. For the most part, when I run PPE, I only run it on desktop and mobile. So you'll see here's the desktop view, here's the mobile view, and here's this one called right column. I always remove the right hand column ads or right hand side ads, and if I run them, and sometimes they're very, very effective, but if I run them on their own in their own standalone campaign. All right. We're in the US, say for example, this isn't a targeting video, but you could put in your targeting. Maybe it's men who really enjoy Tesla, and maybe they're all 28 and above. Great. Whatever those parameters are that you've figured out, that is what you should be putting in here. Just kind of a cut and paste operation. You should already know what you're doing. So let's see if there's there's a Tesla interest, Nikola Tesla interest, 174,000 people that are men 28 and above. Okay, so say that's our perfect targeting, and it's our best foot forward. You can change the campaign name here, you can change the ad set name, and we'll talk about budgeting and that sort of thing. But a lot of my PPE ads, I'll start at 12 noon to about 3 p.m. and that's Central Standard Time. And I like to keep that in mind. So if I start out, for example, and put $40 per day, the first day that Facebook runs your ad, it's prorated. So if I start at 12 noon and put in $40 per day, between 12 noon and midnight, it's really only going to spend $20. And you'll hear me, preach this over and over, but you probably need to spend in the neighborhood of $20 to $30 to see if a campaign's going to work. Okay, great. Well, I'm going to find out pretty quick. I'm going to spend $20 in roughly 12 hours and figure out, if this one's going to work. If you want to spread out your budget over multiple days, that's usually a better testing scenario. Maybe you would put in $10 a day. Well, to get to that $30, for example, you would have it bridged over 3 days, which will even out your traffic. So everyone has a different strategy for this. I like to really launch my campaigns on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I find that those are pretty good traffic nights. And I also, this is just me, my current setup, I like to spend $20 kind of right out of the gate and figure out very fast if this campaign is going to work. I'm always looking to cut campaigns as quick as possible and ramp campaigns as quick as possible. So right here I'm trying to figure that out. I'd love it as well if you were brand new to this. Start out at $5 a day, $10 a day, watch the numbers, learn how the system works, go through it. Totally up to you on what you want to spend. Obviously, the more campaigns you have running, these start stacking up and you can run into cash flow issues as well. Leave the rest of this the same. This is a basic PPE photo post, and all you would do is click place order. There you go. It's now out there in the universe and you should be able to see it. If we come back here, we'll refresh in the ad manager. Here is the post we just made, and it's in review right now, and at some point it'll start spending here when it comes out of review. So simple as that, not too hard at all. If you have any questions on this video, feel free to ask Teespring. They'd be happy to help you out. Thanks.